we created our exclusive Beaver Cares campaign to help stimulate our local economy and offer you unprecedented savings. No payments for 6 months, $1,000 cash back, 0% financing, and up to $6,000 more for your trade. Plus, with the purchase of every vehicle, you will support a local business and receive a $200 gift card of your choice. Visit beavercares.com for more information on how you can support the recovery of our community together.
AC making noise? Not working like it used to? Whether replacing or servicing your AC unit, you can count on Lloyd's Heating and Air. They have trustworthy technicians who are clean and reliable with top brands like Carrier. Turn to the experts. Large rebates and several financing options are available now, like 6 months or 12 months, same as cash, coupled with rebates on certain machines. Call today for details. Only at Lloyd's Heating and Air. Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com.
Oh, man, we're going to be without the golf course through these times, and my home course, Jewel Golf Club, is continued open to the public. Call out there and set your tee time. They got an amazing staff. They have worked so hard, man. It's not typical to, tip the clubhouse guys or, tip the pro shop. I would tip them out there. It's how hard they work, sanitizing after every round, one person per cart. And even as there's some discussion on whether shared surfaces are even dangerous, they're making sure there. So the golf course is open. The staff has been unbelievable throughout all this. So give them a call and set your tee time today. Tee it high and let it fly. I'll see you on the course, the home course, the Jewelington Creek Golf Club.
It's a Monday morning must.
Something hot.
Tony Baselli, Dan Hicken, and Jeff Prosser. Breakfast with Baselli. Breakfast provided by Chick-fil-A. Monday morning on 1010XL. Brought to you by Lloyd's Construction and Consulting.
Providing first-class construction services.
Ackerman Urology has the latest options for improving men's health and vitality. Our board-certified urologists treat prostate disease and sexual health issues to ensure your confidence and wellness. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
Begin your high-pay, high-demand career today through the Northeast Florida Builders Association. Their apprentice program provides paid training in some of the most highly sought-after skilled trades. Work full-time in carpentry, electrical, sheet metal, HVAC, or plumbing. Plus, earn a 10% raise every year. And the classes are 100% tuition-free. Start your career plan today and apply before June 30th at NEFBAapprenticeship.org.
I'm Holt Harrell. At Harrell & Harrell, we have the size and resources to take on the largest companies. But we are also the size that we know each and every one of our clients when they call. So call us, Harrell & Harrell. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, Hicken here. Hey, folks, one of the main things you can do to keep your family safe and healthy, frequently clean your carpets and other living surfaces. Zero Res came out to my house this year, and man, did they do a job. That house has never looked better, and I've been in it for 17 years. Now until Father's Day, Zero Res offering 25% off all cleaning services. I mean all their cleaning services. Call Zero Res at 287-5727, 287-5727. Zero Res, man, spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Pet Paradise has been there for all you guys, especially on the frontliners, you healthcare workers. Hope you've been able to take advantage of these discounted rates. And as long as there continues to be a pressure point, Pet Paradise is always going to do what's best for the community and for those that are out there working for the community. I'm telling you, these guys are awesome, though, when it comes to your pet care. They got everything under one roof, and they've got a lot of roofs around Jacksonville as they continue to expand. They're all over the Southeast, in fact, as you send kids back to college and maybe they're taking a pet with them, they're going to have that ability to get anything taken care of there as well. They got vet services inside the facility, grooming services inside the facility, 24-hour security, a management that lives on site, security cameras, lobbies that are being deep cleaned, curbside drop-off. I don't know how much more I can tell you. Go to petparadise.com. You can find out more. Find out the location nearest you. So when it comes to boarding them long-term, play dates, or anything and everything, Pet Paradise, the name you need to remember.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, why is it that when you look at how long a store has been in business, that it always seems to be the stores like Underwood's that sell fine quality that have been around the longest?
Frank, that's a question that really doesn't get asked a lot, but it should be. There are a number of reasons, but probably the biggest is because of the endorsements our longtime customers and their pieces of jewelry have given us through the years. You see, when you sell really fine quality jewelry, that piece will last longer and always stay beautiful. It might stay in the same family for generations, and through those years of wear, a lot of compliments will be made and a lot of people will be told where the piece of jewelry came from. You see, at a store like Underwood's, it's our stated goal to be the best jeweler in the South, not the biggest. So everything we do and carry has to help move us toward that goal. And ultimately, it's the satisfied customers wearing fine quality jewelry that have kept Underwood's in Jacksonville since 1928.
Underwood's in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Heard during the break.
Yeah.
All right, Beef, give me some pop quiz. Good thing is I had him going
I didn't even
so
know.
much.
First of all, I
he
didn't
get
even
a chance to look.
I didn't even know that Bubba Caldwell was number one all the time. It's probably not going to be a sweet spot for me. I am Shazam! I'm Shazam that Bubba Caldwell has the most.
You don't remember him breaking the record?
I thought Gaffney broke that record.
No, Andre Bubba Caldwell broke a record. I'm pretty sure on a touchdown because he took the football and threw it into the stands. I don't remember against whom. It was in Gainesville. I remember that. He threw the football, and I'm pretty sure it had to be the record-breaking catch. And he threw it into the stands, and it wasn't like he didn't get yelled at. Or what are you doing? That kind of thing.
I would not have guessed he was the. I would have said like Willie or Gaffney. Gaffney must have set some other record.
Andre Bubba Caldwell, number one.
Where did he go in the NFL? I don't remember him.
He was
in the
a
NFL.
third-round pick of. Was it Denver?
Did he play? He didn't last long.
I don't think he lasted a whole.
Rashay played longer.
I have to look it up.
Andre, 97th overall, third round by the Bengals.
What did he do? Did he play at all?
How long did he play, Beef?
Hold on.
Oh, he changed his name to A.J. Green. He was good. Never mind.
Okay, so the top 10 receivers in Florida football history, and away we go.
All right, so I got to give you in receptions.
Because, by the way,
Bubba, 8 seasons in the league.
Wow.
Yeah, 1,500 yards total receiving.
Not a lot.
Must have been a special teams guy.
Yeah.
That's 200 a year.
Yeah, he peaked with
10 a game, 10 yards a game.
He peaked in 2011, his fourth year with the Bengals. He caught 37 balls for 317 yards.
I tell you what, it's impressive the last 8 years with those stats.
Yeah, where did he go? Did he go to Denver ever?
He went to Denver after that.
Okay.
His last 4
That's
years
what
he was in Denver.
Okay.
Huh. All right, so my
Andre's one, and no matter what Beef says, Riche was 8th.
Yeah, you're right. I've got a rogue list, man.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Which is weird because it's from a very reputable website.
All right, good.
Am I going off a good list or a rogue list?
Off my list.
Can I just go off whatever list if my guy shows up on
Yeah.
it? All right, I'm pretty sure Willie Jackson was way up
Willie
there.
Jackson is third all time.
And I do know when I went to university, Carlos Alvarez had a million
Carlos Alvarez
catches.
is second all time. Okay. So Bubba Caldwell, Carlos Alvarez, the Cuban Comet from the late 60s. And Willie Jack is third all time with 162 receptions. He's a very good college receiver and a very good NFL receiver, quite honestly.
Chris Doring, I would put
Chris
in.
Doring is 6th all time. Chris Doring is 6th.
Scare there. You gave me kind of a look. Golly, I'm trying to go with the guys who stayed 4 years because Ike and Riedel, they caught a lot of balls. It's definitely a Spurrier era stat, I would think.
Yeah.
How many do I have so far?
You have 4.
No,
you have Andre, Bubba Caldwell, Carlos Alvarez, Willie Jackson, and Chris Dorian Riche will give you 5. Because I told you he was 8th. You need 5 more. 5 more, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there's a couple here that just whoa, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I didn't get the response from you that I was looking. I was looking for some cues when I was throwing out some names earlier, but this could end the game. But I think Jabbar Gaffney's top 10.
Jabbar Gaffney is 9th. Still in the game, 138.
What record did he set? Freshman record or something?
Yeah.
He said. All right, so still in the game with Jabbar Gaffney. That's good.
17.2 yards a carry.
A catch.
A catch. Yeah. Jabbar Gaffney and Rashay Caldwell on the 01 team.
Yeah.
With Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is that rogue list I got. College Football Reference is like the college version of Baseball Reference, Pro Football Reference.
All right.
Jabbar Gaffney not on their list.
Okay, that's bad.
That's bad. That's rogue.
I think you have a list from 2007.
Maybe they did it. Yeah.
No, it's continually updated.
Huh.
Maybe they did that back in 2000.
The hot trash is what it is.
All right, I'm going to go into the past a little here, Hick. I know this could be a mistake. Oh gosh, they just didn't throw as much then. It was a lot of Emmitt Smith. But man, Ricky Nattiel caught a lot of passes in Gainesville.
Ricky the Rocket Nattiel
I should have gone.
is 20th.
Yeah. How many did he have? Actually,
117.
Go back to the last one I said. You said was 9th, and tell me what did Gaffney have?
138.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with then. I'm going to put Ike and Riedel both in there.
Ike had 126. Riedel had 126. They are 14 and 15.
Wow.
Or tied for.
How about Quezzy? He played 4. Nope, nowhere near. All right, how about anybody? Is there anybody recent?
Quezzy's 23rd with 113. Anybody catches 100 balls, pretty good. And it goes back to Deontay Thompson caught 101 footballs.
Wow.
The Gators.
All right, well, just give me the rest. And
Harrison Houston was 29th.
I was going to go with
bubble screen man Carlos Perez caught 120, 106. He's not top 10 though.
Okay.
Here we go. Top 10. Andre Bubba Caldwell, Carlos Alvarez, Willie Jackson. Fourth is a little bit of a trick question. The one running back on the list, E. Rhett.
Wow, Eric Rhett caught that many balls,
153 catches.
Well, 147 of them were that little shuffle from Shane Matthews.
Those are catches.
Basically a draw play. Remember that little play they run?
Yes.
It counts.
Dallas Baker, the touchdown maker, is
Wow.
5th all time.
Yeah, I believe that. Forgot it. He's forgettable because in the Zook years. And
Yeah. Chris Doring is 6th. Mr. Shimmy himself, number 1 in your program, number 1 in your heart.
Jack Jackson. That's the Spurrier guy.
7th, Rashae Caldwell. 8th, Jabbar Gaffney. 9th, and then I could have guessed 20 guys, and I wouldn't have guessed.
Is it a tight end?
No, it's a wide receiver. He caught a game
Kelvin
winner.
Kite.
Caught a game winner against Auburn in the Zook era in overtime to win a game, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He's in our little world. He's probably better known for an off the field a rumor than anything else. He is Taylor Jacobs.
Taylor Jacobs. Yeah.
Taylor Jacobs.
He was
10th
good.
all time. He was good. Percy's 11th.
Yeah, and that's because he ran so much.
We had Carlos Alvarez, and then we have Richard Trapp, 12th. Brandon Powell, 13th. Played a lot of years.
Yeah.
Riedel and Ike. Dwayne Dixon, my guy from my era.
A long-time receivers coach at Florida.
Travis McGriff, Chris Collinsworth, Chad Jackson, Ricky
a lot
the
of
Rocket
the same
Natil.
guys there. Chad Jackson, another one. Surprising he had that many.
Jacksonville's O.J. Small, 21st. And led the SEC in receiving 1 year. So...
All right, well, let's quickly get in from our Gator correspondent.
Heard the siren song of Florida history. He may have something to add to this.
Oh, boy, good.
The Gator of Oxville. Check it out.
Florida Gators are national champions.
Yes, sir. Ox, I'll ask
How
you.
many Muschamp guys are on there?
Ox, I'll ask you this question, Mr. Statistician, Mr. Gator historian. Most touchdown receptions in Florida Gator history. You should know that.
It's got to be Doring.
Very good. Very good, Ox Gator.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, hey, is there a bad connection? Do we know who we're talking to here? I was going to say Carlos Perez. How many receptions did you say Carlos had?
123.
The bubble screen.
For about 118 yards is what he had.
Who caught more bubble screens, him or Kelvin Kite?
I said Kite caught a bunch. Let me tell you who did. Let me tell you a guy who didn't catch any bubble screens or any other passes, and I can remember him coming in was going to be like the best receiver we had. The famous Steve Shipp from Charlotte,
Steve Shipp from North Carolina, running like he's underwater.
Yeah.
The best line Dooley ever had after the Florida-Georgia game one year. He said, "Bubble, bubble, toil, and trouble," and I laughed out loud when I read that. That was a good line. It was accurate.
Can I get the offensive coordinator, please, for the bubble screen?
That was Ed Zonbrecker.
Ed Zonbrecker, that's right. Master of the bubble screen.
Who lives in Ponte Vedra now.
And by the way, everyone runs that bubble screen now.
Oh, yeah.
It runs a lot more now. He's actually kind of ahead of his time.
Best nickname for any Florida Gator offensive coordinator in history?
Would it be it's got to be Lynn Amity.
Amityville Horror.
Yeah,
Very good.
Yeah, Amityville Horror. God, that took you back to a football. The University of Florida in the mid '80s was still playing 1971.
But again, just to demonstrate how Florida Gator fans, including yours truly, live in a world of denial or a world of never good enough.
Yes.
We had a cat there named Mike Shanahan.
Yeah, you ran him out.
I can remember in the stands just screaming at him, Shanahan, what are you doing? Me, Mr. Expert, ripping a 2-time Super Bowl champion.
You guys will enjoy this.
Yes, sir.
We are, we can't really go on vacation. year, so we bought some furniture and we're cleaning stuff out instead. So I was cleaning out a closet yesterday.
Opposite of a vacation, by the way, is buying furniture and cleaning out the closet. That's the opposite. Like if you look up the opposite, a picture.
So,
yeah.
It's either that or camping, and I'm not going.
Yeah, good move.
Yeah.
So we're cleaning out a closet yesterday. I've got a program in there from the '88 Florida Georgia game, and I'm looking at it, and it's got Barnett Bank ads on it. It's got a Scotty's ad in there, and it's got the coaching staff from the University of Florida, and it's got Gary Darnell, but it's got Amity in there. It's got some names that'll just make you chuckle.
Did Lex Smith quarterback them against Georgia that day? Is that the Lex Smith start?
I have to look it up. I don't remember. I mean, I
played defensive end the next year.
Yeah,
I was
like a high school program, Nick.
So the Caldwell thing, didn't he punt that ball into the stands? I thought
is that what it was? He may have punted
because Carlos Alvarez punted it when he broke the record.
Okay,
and then he came over, and well-known Gator historian Urban Meyer asked him, "What in the hell are you doing?" And he said, I broke the record. I just wanted to punt it in the stands like Carlos Alvarez. I don't think Urban Meyer even knew who Carlos Alvarez was.
No.
Urban Meyer said, okay. So I just remember that from when it happened, and made me shake my head. So,
Kelvin Kite, by the way, had 90 receptions, Ox. 90.
Yeah, that's not I mean, you think about it, that's a lot, but I would have thought Travis McGriff would have been higher on that list because there wasn't anybody on that team that was catching a whole lot of balls that year. I remember like against Kentucky when that year playing Kentucky because Jared Lorenzen was playing, and it was just a high-scoring game, and Travis Griff had like 15 receptions in that one game, so I thought he would have been higher.
Good point.
So,
thanks, Ox.
You guys have a good day.
Good to hear from you. The Gator of Oxville checking in. We will take a break. We'll make a turn for the 8 o'clock hour. That would be exciting.
By the way, Jeff, to answer your question,
wonderful.
Lex Smith started against New Mexico in a homecoming game.
Oh, did he? Excellent.
And then, of course, there was the Donald Douglas game. Ooh, tremendous.
That was 89. His one and only year.
It's going to steer us to a W over Auburn.
Fantastic nuggets of history.
We led 7-3 the whole day. 4th and 18.
Cool.
Shane Wadston.
Well, that was
16.
at Auburn, yeah.
Maybe 16.
Yeah.
4th and something. 4th and long. I want to say 18, just like the Jags 4th and 18.
Them's were the days.
Stay out of 4th and 18, gang. This is the drill. It is the Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorceMenOnly.com.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
At 1010XL, we don't take sports seriously.
Slant to the corner. You're going to move it back over here to the point. Rock this over here. You got pie like that.
After all, it's just a game.
I need 6 guys to blitz. You got to blitz them.
1010XL.
Slip and falls can be embarrassing, leaving you in pain and feeling like you've lost control. I'm Glenn Levine from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. After a fall, document the scene by taking photographs. Make sure to get medical attention for any injuries you may have. If you've been injured in a slip and fall, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Office in Jacksonville.
Everyone's loving what Diamonds Direct is doing right now. It's the best stimulus plan ever. 5 years, 0 interest financing on any purchase with no money down. It's Diamonds Direct's way of helping you make your money go further as we all look forward to better days. Just pick any item in Diamonds Direct showcases. Get the amazing value price you know we're known for. Make no down payment and spread your payments over 5 years without paying a dime in interest. That means a $6,000 designer ring is yours for just $100 a month. This makes everything more affordable at a time when we need it most. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands, colored gemstones, designer fashion jewelry. Take the price, divide by 60, and that's your payment. You can even finance the sales tax. Celebrate summer, celebrate life, celebrate love with Diamonds Direct's most spectacular offer ever. 5 years, 0 interest with nothing down. Now for a limited time on approved credit. Diamonds Direct.
The Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is back to normal business hours. In conjunction with Baptist Health, JOI and JOI Rehab are following the best practices to provide you and their employees with a safe environment, including patients and staff wearing masks and the ability to utilize their new virtual waiting room. JOI is still offering telehealth services if you prefer to do so. If you have questions before coming in for an appointment, please call JOI 2000. JOI, where the pros go.
All right, listen up, gang, and hurry. Fenwick Home Services' best ever cooling and heating offer is on now through June 12th. Get 0% interest, 0 payments for 12 months when you install a new cooling and heating system. Next, get an instant Fenwick discount of $500, plus up to $1,600 off any manufacturer rebates. All when you sign today. Fenwick's expert team cares for your well-being. They're highly trained and rated technicians. Always use face masks and gloves while working in your home. They have the right tools, parts, and team members on call to install your system fast. Plus, your new system is backed by Fenwick's own up to 10-year warranty. What's the catch? This best ever offer is over on June 12th. So there are conditions that apply. Book your free no obligation quote when you call 660-0556 or visit FenwickHomeservices.com. That's 660-0556. Or again, log on and visit FenwickHomeservices.com.
In 1919, my great-grandfather founded Catlin as the Studebaker dealership, and now we're the oldest truck accessory store in the U.S. This is Keith Catlin, and I'm proud to be the 4th-generation owner. If you need anything for your truck, van, or SUV, come see us. From Lear toppers to roll-and lock bed covers to trailer hitches and everything in between. Let us take care of all your accessory needs. Quality count at Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
All year long you'll be singing our song. Stay cooler with Bueller. At the head of our class we make it happen fast. Stay cooler with Bueller. For heating and air we always play fair. We make the difference cause we really care. Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, it's Allie McDeal. You don't have to be an expert poker player to go to Best Bet. Head on over to Best Bet to experience the best in world-class poker, delicious food and drinks, and fun card games for all levels, right here in Northeast Florida. Featuring games like Pai Gow, 3-card poker, and Ultimate Texas Hold'em. There are now more ways to win than ever. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff make playing fun for all experience levels. Best Bet. Experience the best.
Hi, folks. Frank Frangie with great news if you love pizza. Brucci's is open again for dine-in right there on Hodges at Beach. They've been doing that great delivery service or pickup, but now you can go into the restaurant and you are going to love it. It is the best pizza in town. One stop for pizza. It is Brucci's on Hodges at Beach. And we'll be out there doing the show Wednesday, June 10th. We'll have a big time. So come see us, and if you want pizza, get the best pizza in town. Brucci's on Hodges at Beach.
With your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm B4 1010XL. This update brought to you by Ackerman Urology. On Friday, the Jaguars made history as the first American professional sports team to hold an organized protest as numerous Jaguars coaches, players, execs, and employees marched from TIAA Bank Field to JSO headquarters over the weekend. The Denver Broncos, Atlanta Falcons also participated in their own organized walks in their home cities. Sad news. Former Florida Gators and NFL wideout Reshae Caldwell tragically shot and killed Saturday night in what's being described as a robbery outside his Tampa home. He was just 41 years old. And Cincinnati Bengals and FAMU great Ken Riley passed away this weekend at the age of 72. After his 15-year NFL career, Riley returned to FAMU where he served as the team's head coach and athletic director at the time. No cause of death has been revealed. 8:03 at 75 degrees. Time and temperature brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Now breakfast with Boselli.
Brought to you by Lloyd's Construction and Consulting, providing first-class construction services.
On 1010XL.
Breakfast provided by Chick-fil-A.
Well, we got the Boselli. We just need the breakfast ticket.
All right, halfway home, which is good. And it's always good to have Boselli. Some of us might prefer breakfast, but I'd rather talk to the big fella.
Sure.
Catch up with him, see how life is going.
Selfish that way.
See what he's up to, if he's enjoying his summertime. It is summer. This was always Tony's wheelhouse. He loved to take the summer off. We welcome him to the program, though. Here he is grinding now in the real world like no one else, Don Anthony Boselli Jr.
How we doing, boys?
It never gets old, does it, Tone?
Tony,
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Tony, do you the Hall of Famer in you, the guy who has been so close? Do you research at all other guys that have been close that are, or no? Have you not paid much attention to that? Does that make sense? What I said? Well, Ken Riley passed, Tone. He was like my whole life. He was 4th all time in interceptions. He's 5th all time in interceptions, and he never even got a sniff of the Hall of Fame. So I'm just. Do you have a, you know?
Are you trying to like?
What are you doing? Are you asking Tone if how will he feel if he goes to the great beyond without getting the gold jacket?
I told you, Corona saved him, dude. I mean, you know,
he's going in now.
Yeah, he's going in. Sure, you
sympathetic
know.
figure.
Well, it's always Tony will have plenty of opportunity. Then we learned this year, maybe not. So, so I don't. Maybe I'm not asking you anything.
I'm trying to.
Does it concern you? When I guess this we all know you want to go in. We're past all those formalities. Does it concern you that a guy like Ken Riley never got any, didn't even get a sniff of any momentum? Based on the fact that you're not, I mean, did you know he's 5th all time in picks? You look at the guys all around him, and they're all like first ballot Hall of Famers, and this guy just, forever never got, hardly any note. So.
Yeah, I guess I haven't really thought about it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, that didn't cross my mind when I saw the passing of Ken Riley. It's
Yeah.
obviously sad and was a great Bengal. And you just never know why one guy's candidacy kind of takes off and gets legs and they get in, and one doesn't. And I never obviously thought.
Well, I can tell you why yours
but
has.
he's one of the great all-time defense backs as far as interception.
But your candidacy, don't get me wrong, I'm not equating the two. Yours is much stronger. You've got all pros and Pro Bowls. Ken Riley never had all those. It was kind of.
I like him more to Frank Gore, who I think will get into the Hall of Fame, but it was a longevity thing. When you play a long time, he was able to pile up some stats. But I mean, in his last year of playing, he had 8 picks and 2 brought back for touchdowns, which is pretty good. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'd take that, wouldn't we?
Yes, and yes. I mean, there's no question about that. Hey, Tony, I was looking at an all-NFL breakout team for the second year. So they're saying, okay, all these guys who are going in their second year, these are the guys who are going to take the next step. This is drawn up to do a nice, interesting article on Gardner Minshew, and sadly they went with Drew Lock. I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, Drew Lock was the first-round pick. Or second round. Was he
second round? Second round.
Yeah, top of the second.
Yeah.
Could you argue that Minshew broke out last year? I mean, all those starts, 6 wins,
well, maybe
20-some touchdowns.
I doubt that was their thought process, but maybe because Drew Lock did go 4-1 as a starter.
And he's got all the measurables,
right.
So. Well, I mean, so often you kind of how you start your career kind of determines the trajectory, especially early. And Drew Lock, was supposed to be a first rounder, slipped to the second. Went to Denver, really had, some breakout games late. Where Gardner Minshew was more of late round pick, played because of injury. The Jaguars struggled. I mean, that's what people think last year of the struggles that this team had. And not that Gardner Minshew, I mean, look around. No one talks about the fact that his numbers compared very well to Kyler Murray.
Right.
Because all they think about is the struggle of this franchise, and it probably doesn't help that it's in a smaller market and everything else too on top of it.
Well, let me ask you this then. They did a breakout guy for every position. So I said, okay, well, certainly Juwan Taylor will make offensive tackle, right? He had a very good, solid
that would be a good
rookie year, and a lot of people are expecting big things from him. I know Leon loves him and thinks he's going to be a Pro Bowler. I think you've spoken very highly of Juwan Taylor at his first year and what he went through at right tackle. So I look, and there's Jonah Williams for the Bengals. Okay, well, he didn't play last year. Remember, he got hurt, so I could see that being, okay, well, he'll get out there, and he was picked very high in the draft, and now they'll get him. So, okay, that's good. And then they went with Titus Howard from the Texans. And not only did they go with Titus Howard, but then this is what they write. Howard was the consolation prize for Houston, who had Andre Dillard taken out from underneath them by the Eagles. The rookie was moved a few times before settling in at right tackle, starting to play some good football when he sustained an injury, played in just 8 games, should show improvement in 2020. So maybe, is it that Juwan Taylor is already so good he can't be a breakout guy? I don't know. But
yeah, because I noticed Josh Allen, but I didn't think he was breakout.
Is Juwan Taylor a better offensive tackle than Titus Howard or Andre
Yes.
Dillard? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Right now he is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So they got to break out to catch him. Let's look at it that way.
Oh, that's fine.
Right.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
because
that's how I would look at it.
Well, because I looked at the edge rushers, and again, there would be Josh
But
Allen.
he had 10.5
But he had
already.
10.5,
So, yeah, how
they
do you
went
break
with-
out from that? You
Yeah.
you broke out.
Yeah, they went with Brian Burns and Montez Sweat. So.
And you're basically, I mean, is this the segment where we talk about the Jaguars getting no national love again? Is that what?
No,
this segment is?
we kind of did that a little bit earlier this morning. I'm not, I just,
I guess get your opinion. Are our guys okay? Let's do it. We'll back up and do it this way. Is Gardner Minshew going to have as good a career? Is he as good as Drew Lock? Have you seen enough? Any?
No idea.
Right.
Yeah, that's hard to say.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how we could have phrased it differently. It was just interesting.
I'm not arguing, but on the heels of having the best draft we've maybe ever had, and finally getting some,
last year's.
Yeah. Okay, time out. Can we back up a little bit?
Yes, sir.
A couple things.
Back it up.
What made last year's the best draft ever? Because we said that 3 years ago when we had Jalen, who's no longer here, and Goffway, and Miles Jack, who, I mean, that was the best draft ever. And now no one is saying that.
Right. This one could catch it, though. This one could catch it. What do you mean it can't?
Huh? No, I'm not saying it can't.
Oh,
My point is you can't make the judgment of a draft
you're right.
until 3 or 4 years after.
Because things happen, obviously, with
things
Jalen.
happen.
Miles Jack has not been nearly as good as he was. Maybe he's out of position. Maybe he never will be. And Jan hates us. So
I would think that Gardner Minshew in this is probably 5th all time in Jaguars quarterback victories, and he was a 6th round pick. That's a hell of. He might be 5th all time. What do you mean? I'm going to go with
can't allow that.
Beef, give me Jaguars starting quarterback victories. I'm going to put Gardner Minshew about 5th all time in quarterback wins here.
Enough. Here's the other thing that I'm tired of. So I'm tired of we need to stop saying this. The Jaguars don't get any credit narrative nationally.
Oh,
because you know how you get credit nationally?
Winning.
You win football games.
That's
I mean, just win.
That's
fair. I mean, we're a small market. That's not changing. Okay, it just is. That's fine. I mean, most people who live here choose to live here. It's great. So let's put that aside. Yeah. And second, if you're a small market and you have one of the worst records in the NFL over a period of time,
that's fair.
No one's going to pay attention to you.
We earned it.
Start winning.
We earned it.
You start winning.
Yeah.
People pay attention.
That's fine. That wasn't the point of. I was more so trying to get a feel for why do you think those guys were.
Look? There's always the danger of inflating your guys because you see them all the time. You want them to be good, right? Beef, you have an update.
Jeff, I would just like you to go ahead, stand up, take your headset off, and just take a victory lap.
Thank you. What do we got?
Gardner Minshew 5th all time in quarterback wins.
Well,
behind Mark Brunell at 63, David Garrard 39, Big Blake 24, Leftwich 24. So really, he's tied for 4th.
Gabbard
tied for 4th.
Gabbard couldn't get a 6.
Gabby got you 5.
In about 5 years, he got 5.
Gabby and C. Hen in 100 years got you 5 each.
Think about what we just brought to light here.
I don't want
Gardner
to.
Minshew,
We've already
a 6th round pick who started 12 games, is already 5th all time in quarterback victories for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, but he won't be 4th after this year, regardless. Even if he goes 16-0.
Oh, I'm not predicting that.
Okay, again. Okay, let's move on. What's next? I mean, because this is
next topic.
Next topic. I mean,
yeah.
Your question about Josh Allen and Juwan Taylor. I think both very good players. I think they're going to be good players for a long time. Because they're not on a list, that whoever wrote that list, I don't care. It doesn't matter. None of it means anything. But if you watch the tape, those are two good players. The book is out on all these guys. They're young. It's only their second year, and how they proceed from year 1 to year 2 is going to be very important. We saw a huge step last year in DJ Chark, who went from special teams guy to the number 1 receiver, was outstanding. Now the question is how do the Gardner Minshews, how does Gardner Minshew and Juwan Taylor and Josh Allen, what does their progression look like from year 1 to year 2? Because that is going to be critical, and to understand what is the trajectory of their career, and can they be guys that we count on? And we'll find out. I don't know. I think I have a good feeling. If I had to bet money, I'd be feeling stronger about Juwan Taylor and Josh Allen. Because of what I saw last year. Mm-hmm. And I would be, right in the middle, right in the fence on Gardner Minshew, hoping.
Yeah.
And this is what
That's fair.
Jeff says. And what Jeff says is sometimes you overvalue your own guys.
Yeah.
You want it to work so bad.
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure I'm not overvaluing Gardner Minshew based on what I just saw last year. but I'm really hoping that he takes the step and he can become that guy.
Tony, I know that this offseason has been different. You can't just do anything and everything that you want as teammates when it comes to the mini camps or otherwise. I know that Minshew has spent a ton of time at his quarterback guru down in the Tampa area, and it doesn't seem like he spent a ton of time throwing to his guys, at some local high school field. Which of those two things right now at this stage of his career do you think is more valuable? Getting more strength and more reps and the program that one of those specialists puts you through, or chucking it around to DJ Chark at some local field?
Yeah, I don't know why you can't do both.
Yeah,
frankly,
and he might have. I don't mean to say that he hasn't done that locally.
Yeah,
but
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, they're both important.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you'd have to choose one or the other. I mean, there are. I mean, I don't know where his guru, quote unquote, guy is.
It's in like Bradenton, isn't it?
Well, he's been in Fort Myers and Mississippi throughout the offseason.
So, like, could you come up here once every other week and drive and spend an afternoon throwing the ball, or once a week? I mean, I would think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, those things have become a bigger deal in the last decade than they were a long time ago. I mean, I would think, this is a different offseason. Usually in the offseason with OTAs and mini camps and everything else, you get plenty of throwing the ball to each other.
Right.
The Evolve camp. Now, maybe it's more of a premium this year because of the lack of reps, and you do have a young team, but I don't know. I mean, both are important to me. I don't know if one's more important than the other.
I'm going to jump in real quick on this one, Tone, and say this in defense of Minshew, because I don't think he's been here working with those guys at all. But I will say this. 2 times in his career, and I read this from an article by Mike DeRocco, 2 times in his career, he's kind of gone through something similar in this respect. He went to Washington State, and Leach wanted him, and he didn't go through spring practice, is my point. And so he probably did those kind of things, which worked for him, and then he went and finished second in the nation in passing. And then he and had to learn a whole new offense, So maybe the mental part is what because Leach has talked about how really smart he is when it comes to picking up stuff. And then he also did that coming out of somewhere along the high school where he was going to go to, I think he was going to go to Troy, and he ended up going to a junior college, and he had to learn a new offense, and he ended up going like 11-1 with that team and setting all kinds of records. So both times that he had to go through where he didn't get the work in the spring, he ended up having exceptional years. So if you're looking for a good sign, maybe that's a good sign.
So you're saying we're going 15-1, what you're telling me.
I'm saying there's a chance.
Because Gardner Minshew didn't get a chance.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
It's a positive.
I'm saying said it.
It's always interesting this time of the off season.
Yes.
Like how we start stretching for things.
Yes. We're stretching.
Coronavirus induced off seasons make you even stretch further.
A lot of inducements right now.
That is really a far stretch.
I've got some difficult questions for you now ready to go.
Okay, great. Let's go.
I know you love them, but first, Beef.
Yes, you're listening to Breakfast with Baselli, brought to you by Lloyd's Construction and Consulting, providing first-class construction services. Breakfast provided by Chick-fil-A.
We know that you, because you tell us, are a national guy. And we know that you're
his local friend, Dan.
I'm a local friend, Dan. You're a conduit to the national media, etc. But I was just curious. I have not heard, so I'll ask you the tough question. Are we set for 2020? Are we under contract? What are we doing? What are our plans for the national scene for Tony Baselli this year?
I am under contract.
Okay, good.
I'm waiting. My plan is to kind of see what the NFL season does. I mean,
I've seen some, but Tone, I've seen some shifting in the national broadcasting personnel world. So I was wondering if perhaps
that's
you were
on the TV side. I wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not looking for
face for radio. I get it.
That's not really face for radio. The freedom of radio. I kind of.
Is that what it is?
It is.
Why do you feel he could eat during the game?
Why do you feel like you haven't busted onto the national scene in terms of television? Why aren't you under consideration for Monday Night Football?
I think it's because when he made his debut, he was bony to sell. He scared the hell out of all of them.
Is that what it was?
Look he had.
That's a big factor.
I got phone. I mean, I had a phone call this off season about if I was interested in doing TV.
Oh, which network? Tell us more.
Well, I will not get into what network, and my comment was that it would have to be a lot of money for me to even consider it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so they didn't call back.
Because you're paid. You're compensated greatly on the radio side.
Well, it's not that.
Could you tell us how much you make a game, Tone?
I do other things. I like working in the business world and
okay.
kind of what I do there, and TV would change, when I'd have to be there. And my son's senior year at FSU, and I like to go to
that's
those
a good
games,
point.
and so there's like a lifestyle change, and I said for me to make the lifestyle change, it would have to be really lucrative. And I had a kind of honest conversation. I said, my guess is you're not going to pay me what I want. So,
Do the television guys, even down at the bottom, no disrespect intended, before Lynch, took your job, do those guys make more than you make now in radio?
I don't know what they make now.
Is it a comparable number, do you think, though? The lower guys who get the Jag games versus the guys who get
what does Solomon Wilcox make?
versus the guys like you who are national big-time radio guys?
I have no idea. I really have no sense of it.
Okay.
I just knew what it would take for me to stop doing what I'm doing.
Did you negotiate your own contract, or did you use your old agent for your television and radio stuff?
Just me. I do my own stuff.
Do you think you've made a mistake? Because you say, I have no idea. Why would you have no idea? Shouldn't you have an idea?
Tony, could you email us over your W-2?
So let me say this, Dan. I know what I make doing the Jaguars. Mm-hmm. I know what I make doing Westwood One.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the pretty penny we're paying you here on the drill.
That's right.
Yeah, that wouldn't be affected by national.
What do you mean?
You
let this go in a heartbeat if they needed you in town on a Monday night?
You heard us, man. You heard us.
Cuts.
I really enjoy working for the Jaguars.
Yes, sir.
I really enjoy being a part of that organization.
Mm-hmm.
And so it would take a lot of...
Why?
It would take a significant investment from a TV studio.
Yes, sir.
To get me to stop doing what I'm doing with the Jaguars and to start working for them on Sundays.
All right.
So that's why.
Okay.
I have no desire for an agent because I like what I do.
Okay.
I like my lifestyle.
Okay.
And I like being a part of the organization. So that's why.
It's a wonderful life by Tony Baselli.
I mean,
it's kind of a Stuart Smalley answer.
I love the guy. I want to hug him right now. Can I hug you?
No hugs.
No hugs. Can I fist bump you?
You can hug me.
Thanks, buddy.
I got the antibodies.
He doesn't care. I don't care.
I'm clean.
To me, there's things that are more important than money and prestige and being. I mean, that stuff is great, but I like what I do.
Wow.
I almost feel like we should have some.
And by the way,
some
very well
piano.
I'm compensated very well by the Jaguars, so I mean, I got no complaints.
No complaints.
They take good care of me.
All right.
No complaints.
Are you under contract with the Jags, or is it just like a handshake deal?
Okay, wait. Why are we getting into my personal business?
Well, because I thought
hey, Tony, credit to you just now asking that question. My man's been going at it for 20 minutes. I feel like you're on Squawk Box or something.
I thought we were talking about your favorite subject. You, Cash.
No, I mean, listen, I plan on being with the Jaguars as long as they'll keep me.
Well, good. That'll keep you in town.
We want you to.
What
do you mean that'll keep him in town? He'd stay if he was. If you weren't working for the Jaguars, would you pull up chalks and leave Jacksonville, Florida, Tony?
I mean, how could I? I got breakfast with Baselli every Monday morning.
Maybe.
There's your answer, by the way. That sounds like a screaming yes.
There was a little pause. It was a slight pause.
Well, it would come into play a little bit.
Yeah.
You got to know what the wife wants. She wants to be exactly, and I'm not implying that she doesn't, but
I
just
think she loves it.
If she did work for the Jags, it would open the possibility.
I'm under the impression the Basellis are forever here with
us. Stakes down.
Yeah, stakes down.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, it would take a lot for me to ever leave Jacksonville.
Yeah.
My kids love it here. I mean, my son told me yesterday. My second son, he's like, "I'm never moving away from Jacksonville. I love this place." So,
good. Me too. That's what happened to me about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's interesting because obviously, I never lived here until I was 22, 3 years old, whatever it was.
Yeah, same with me.
But this is my kids' home. Like they're Jacksonville people. Like this is home. Like this is where I want to live. Dad.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Yeah, I love it.
I
thought that was
good.
I'll
tell you what else is good. This big bag of Chick-fil-A burritos I just got handed to me.
Tony.
You should come in for one of these, buddy.
Oh, Tony.
Do you feel better now? I know you were struggling with no breakfast.
No, I was fine. That was more of a bit. That was okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Your whole life's a bit.
Thank you. You're right about that.
That's fair.
Well, I know I have some
Can't
important
complain.
things. I just don't share them with guys
It's
like
a good
you.
bit.
Well, that's well done, Tone. I appreciate it. That was
So hold on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
About bits, because we asked this last breakfast
Okay.
last Monday.
We
Where
did.
were you on your vacation?
I went to the
One of
beach.
your
I went
one
to
of your
the-
typical wherever you could drive because you refused to take your wife on an airplane vacation. Was it one of those trips?
I was
What are
under
you
the
talking
impression
about? I've been on lots of vacations with my wife. We got a place at the beach for the week.
I was under the impression you were on a golf trip because you have the golf trip, and Tony said, no, that's not the case.
That's at the end
that's
of the
coming
month.
up. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, wait a minute. What are we doing here?
That's the end of the month.
Yeah.
I told you. You in many ways are like Mrs. P in that when I speak, you don't hear. But I've been telling you since about February I would be at the beach for the week. And I do it every year pretty much. So that's where this one was.
Dear.
Yeah. So there's your answer, Tony. I was at the beach. And I will be flying with my wife to parts unknown in July. So don't you worry about her travel miles.
Parts unknown in Nevada.
Yeah, in Nevada. Somewhere unknown in Nevada. We're going to Reno.
You go to. I mean.
Hello,
no, but,
Laughlin. Tony, I know you've taken some late-night rides to Laughlin about leaving those dorms at USC about 1 in the morning.
No, we were more Vegas people back then.
Like a run for the border.
But, Jeff, I mean, it's not like I'm breaking news that you are known for.
That's an old story. That was very true. I was well earned, but Hick can tell you that storyline changed 8-9 years ago. We now take mini vacations, right? Would you agree with that?
I would agree that, yes.
Yeah, that's changed.
That's not what, just so you know.
That's not what he said last week?
No,
Yeah.
he was throwing, he basically just was throwing gas in the fire.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
I think we should play the tape. I
know
think it was
that about
more.
you.
I think there were much more comments about some sort of lines about Jeff's frugality.
Well, neither
from
one.
you.
Neither one
if
of
I
you.
remember.
Neither one of you are good friends, so nothing would surprise me. Yeah.
I never claimed to be one. So
well, that's true too.
Honest.
Well, truth be told,
that is true.
Truth be told, you'd have a lot of one-way claims, friend.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's okay. I'm fine with that.
Okay. All right.
No problem.
As long as you have the rest of the Basellis, you're good.
Oh, family. It's all about family.
It's all about family.
and unfortunately, I didn't have the wherewithal to take 14 vacations a year with my wife like you've done for so many consecutive.
Whoa. I used to take a lot of vacations when I was saving the show, but that's no longer the case.
Summer's off, if I remember correctly.
For summer.
I work now during the summer.
Not going to be here this summer, he once told us.
Are you He did say that. That is a fact.
We were like, what do you mean you're not going to be here? Well, what do you mean? I'm not going to be here this summer. I've got stuff going on.
I honest to goodness did tell Don Anthony Baselli Jr., this is the truth, gang, that, Tone, in the real world, people get 2 weeks off a year. That did not compute. That never computed with you.
In fairness, that's not accurate either, because neither of you only take 2 weeks off.
No, not now. We've earned more. But
you've earned more.
Yeah, when you're with a company for a
you
lengthy period of time, you get more time off. But the truth of the matter is, when you take a job, generally speaking, they'll give you 2 weeks.
Yeah, for your first year.
But I agree with that. But not when you're brought in to save a show. You get extended vacation benefits because when you're the savior of a show, they say you can do whatever you want.
Like summer's off, like a teacher.
That's right.
So you were in many ways you were a teacher.
Are you saying that was agreed to in your contract, that you had the summer off?
Oh.
Yeah, you don't feel guilty
Wow,
whatsoever about
there seemed to be a lot of grumbling by management up and down the hallways that wasn't the case. There must have been some miscommunication there.
Yeah.
Steve said, if you save the show, you can do whatever you want.
Did you quit, or were you fired from this program?
The gray area.
It's a gray area. If you'll remember, I walked in after the show.
Yes.
I walked in and had a conversation with my good friend.
Yeah.
Griffin, and as I returned from that meeting, I won't discuss what was said in that meeting. I let you guys know that I'll never be back into the building.
It was kind of a combo of fire quit, is what it was.
Very amicable.
That was the last show I ever did.
Yeah. That story is going to bite into your long-running narrative of saving the show.
What
year was that, Tony? Do you remember?
No, I can't. I don't remember. That
That's probably like
how long
08 or 09, maybe.
Huh? How long have you been at 1010?
Since 7.
7.
13
So
years.
it would have been
like 8 or 9, probably.
It was after Lex and Terry kicked you guys out of the morning slot. I came on.
Why we got to bring that up?
That's hurtful.
Yeah.
That's below the belt. You got to go.
You want to
now.
talk about dark times?
That proved to be a mistake, by the way.
That's almost like me.
That was drafting Leonard over Mahomes.
That's almost like me bringing up the injuries. I mean, that's just not fair.
Oh, no.
I mean, that's just not right.
Wow.
It was shortly after that I came to save the show.
That's like our.
Well, you probably felt a kindred spirit. Both of you did so much work in Texas in your careers, so, you know.
Oh, dear.
And so, whatever, I came and I was on the show for about 15, 16 months.
Yeah, good times.
I'm surprised you lasted that long, to be honest. It feels like about 8 months.
It was that second summer coming up
Yeah,
where
it's just too
that's
much
kind of
fun.
where it
Yeah,
happened, I think.
right. The grind was
it's
real.
The
They
second
realized
summer
that the
was
plan
coming
to
up.
save the show was failing miserably.
I think you made it through
Something
the
had to
first
be done.
summer with about a month off, and then I think the second summer, and honest to God, truth was, I'm not going to. I'm not
I think
working
Lex
this
and Terry
summer.
came after Tony also.
No, they were before.
Well, he would know that. He would know that.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate it. Whatever you did to save it, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
What
Forever
a
indebted.
awful
We're
trip down
thriving.
memory lane.
We're thriving with
Forever
no
indebted
with
to
no
you.
royalties, so it's perfect.
Yeah. If
Well,
I can,
coming from a
once
frugal
I-
guy.
Yeah, once we hit the numbers that I was set out tasked to hit, I mean, my job was done.
That's true.
And, there was a contract dispute between me and management. And,
Yeah.
And summer was coming close. So I said, you know what, it's best the time for me just to take off.
Yeah. Makes
And
sense.
count my
No
victories,
one else
yeah.
feels that way. No one else wants
Is
to
that
go
when
for
they
the
went and scrubbed the picture down and took you off the wall? Is that what happened? I guess that is what happened.
Well, there was a combination of factors.
Yeah.
I'd done my job. I'd saved the show.
Uh-huh.
There was a contract dispute between me and management. And I was coming off of one of the low points of my entire life, which was the draft party.
Yeah, that was not a good, yeah.
Don't forget you got fired by Fox at that same time.
You did.
Yeah,
Lynch.
Lynch took your job.
The Lynch thing.
Yeah.
It's amazing you made it through that stretch.
It was a dark time, but we
But
fought
you know what?
through it.
You know what this demonstrates, Tone? This demonstrates your
We
forgiving.
persevered.
It demonstrates your
Perseverance, yeah.
forgiving heart too. Think about this now. You've returned to 10-10 in triumph, and you also remain friends with the guy who backstabbed you 2 different times for different jobs, and has a far more accomplished and will finally finish you off by going into Canton ahead of you. But I mean, but yet you remain friends.
John Lynch. You're talking about John Lynch.
And so this is to me, this is a positive for you, big fella.
That's not, first of all, John Lynch never stabbed me in the back.
Oh,
John
come on,
if you
Tony.
knew
You don't have
the
to tell the
inside
story.
Come
All
on.
right.
Not true.
Stop.
It's not
He's
true.
taking
The
everything
guy
from
stepped
you.
right off the
Everything.
field, walked right into the Fox
Jobs,
truck, and said, "Who did you have in the
opportunities.
booth today? I want that job."
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, here you go.
oh.
Tony, we got to make a change. Okay, thank you.
Listen, that's not accurate.
I think it hurt Tony when he went into the Fox management offices and told him that he saved the network when it came to NFL football.
Yeah, and that he needed to have a couple Sundays off during the season.
I mean, the fact that you guys cannot admit that I saved the show.
I admit it all the time. I just thank
Right?
you.
I mean, I don't know what else do we need to do?
Dan,
Yes, sir.
Dan, you do. Jeff has Jeff has really an issue with the fact that
What are you now, a psychic? I mean, good Lord. It's one thing to get your football opinions. Now you're going psychic? What am I? You want to tell me what kind of tree I am? If I was on an island, what kind of book would I take?
Oh.
No, but the fact that the only reason Jeff has a job is because of me. I mean,
Oh, yeah, that's true. Wow. Thank you, friend.
I mean, Mrs. P has thanked me.
Yes.
Dan, you've thanked me.
Yes.
Beautiful wife Reagan has thanked me.
Yes.
Keith has thanked me.
Yes.
Everyone but Jeff. Everyone but Jeff.
I think maybe one time, maybe on the golf trip that you guys have coming up, that could be
All right,
one
speaking
of the topics.
well, should we get into the frugality of that arrangement?
What are you talking about?
Tony,
do you want me to get into the frugality of the arrangement?
As the organizer, are you expecting a freebie? Is that what's being kicked around? You're not paying your weight?
Well, let's be clear. I lose money on this golf trip every year.
Oh, give me a break.
I do all the work.
Uh-huh.
He's a power monger, Hick. He does all the work.
That is true. Listen. It's a dictatorship. There's
no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. But I tell everyone coming on the trip, if you don't like it, don't come, because I run the show. My trip.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
We got to go. We got to clear up some problems here, and we're up against it. But thank you very much, big fella.
We're clearing up problems? What happened?
Well, the fact of the
Love you, big
fact
fella.
of the matter
We're
is,
way over.
Tony told a fib, and Tex and Larry were
What I tell?
Again.
Tex and Larry were 2011.
Thank
after
you. Way after
saved the
us
program.
again, but thanks for saving the show and dropping in a huge fact error that you, quote, knew 10 minutes ago.
Typical.
Lex and Terry were after the show.
Yeah, they were after.
Typical.
Yeah.
It doesn't play well for the whole savior aspect of your narrative.
Well, once we lost it, we went downhill again.
Again?
apparently.
Is that what
true.
happened?
Yeah.
Plummeted.
Listen,
Flatline.
and that's what I didn't want to bring this
There's
up.
no more
but that's
listening.
why-
We got to go.
Yeah, we got to
love
go.
it.
Yeah.
All right,
See ya.
thank
See
you.
ya. Bye.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. We live for this.
That is caught for the touchdown.
We live for Jaguars football.
And the Jags strike first.
1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. Holy great deals, Batman. How do we do it? Murray Superstores offer an exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty, so stop paying those big city prices at those big city dealers. Shazam! And we'll trade anything from kitchen mops to laptops. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Are you looking to add space, maybe remodel your home or business, or even build a custom home? You need a pro that you can trust. Lloyd's Construction and Consulting is a family-owned company built on honesty, quality, and dedication to the customer's true needs. Experts in residential and commercial construction, with over 30 years of experience, their team makes it easy. So don't start your project without giving the pros at Lloyd's a call. Lloyd's Construction and Consulting, providing first-class construction services. LloydsConstruction.net.
Now until Father's Day, Zero Res is offering 25% off all cleaning services. I mean, all their cleaning services. Call Zero Res today at 287-5727. Zero Res, man, spell it forwards or backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Dr. Carlson has provided premium dental services to the Jacksonville area for over 30 years. Carlson Dental Group's priority is patient experience and satisfaction. Our biggest referrals are from our own patients. I've been one for more than 10 years. Carlson Dental Group also has the most innovative technology and equipment to give our patients the best dental results and long-lasting health. From dental cleaning to a complete smile makeover, Dr. Carlson and his team gives the highest quality dental care and most comfortable environment. Call today, 904-425-2300.
Instant Keys delivers honest, professional locksmith service for lost, broken, or spare keys. Call Instant Keys at 722-1111. Get dealership-level service in just minutes at a fraction of the cost. That's 722-1111.
For the best price and service when it comes to your waste hauling and collecting, look no further than the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Jeff Prosser here, and let me tell you, you're not going to find an easier way to handle your project cleanups than calling in the A-Team at All-American. A J.B. Coxwell company, All-American Roll-Off and Recycling has brand new trucks and cans in all sizes to fit your project needs. No hidden fees. Count on the best price in town. When it comes to cleaning up when the job is done, go with the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Visit us at all-americanrolloff.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
When it's summer in Northeast Florida, you need to know you can count on your cooling system. Cooler times will come, but fall is a long way off. You don't have to sweat it out. Call Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. A small adjustment may be all you need. And Mike Merritt's Heating and Air is here to get your system in tip-top condition. If you do need something new, Mike Merritt offers a 10-year warranty on new systems. That gives you peace of mind you won't find anywhere else. Year in, year out, people wonder, what's Mike Merritt's secret? What can explain 30 years of excellence? The answer is simple. Mike Merritt is always ready to help and never an overtime charge. Merritt's techs work without commissions. They only do what you need. Merritt's cheerful staff is ready to help anytime. Call today. License number CAC 050384. On the web at merrittair.com.
Pet Paradise has been there for all you guys, especially on the frontliners, you healthcare workers. Hope you've been able to take advantage of these discounted rates. And as long as there continues to be a pressure point, Pet Paradise is always going to do what's best for the community and for those that are out there working for the community. I'm telling you, these guys are awesome, though, when it comes to your pet care. They got everything under one roof, and they've got a lot of roofs around Jacksonville as they continue to expand. They're all over the Southeast, in fact, as you send kids back to college and maybe they're taking a pet with them, they're going to have that ability to get anything taken care of there as well. They got vet services inside the facility, grooming services inside the facility, 24-hour security, a management that lives on site, security cameras, lobbies that are being deep cleaned, curbside drop-off. I don't know how much more I can tell you. Go to petparadise.com. You can find out more. Find out the location nearest you. So when it comes to boarding them long-term, play dates, or anything and everything, Pet Paradise, the name you need to remember.
Hey folks, Rick Ballou here for the Blue Crab Crab House. Yes, they are back up and they are running now, both indoors, outdoors dining. You can still call ahead, order, and pick up at 260-CRAB or 260-2722. Non-seafood items on there as well. You love seafood though. Oysters, crabs, shrimp, fish, you name it. Jointon Creek Road in San Jose, the one, the only. It's the Blue Crab Crab House. Doors open at 4:30.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Well, it was a busy weekend for everybody except Major League Baseball. I guess they didn't feel the need to sit down and do much work. And
Look, Dan, they've got plenty of time, man.
Yeah. Today, by the way, is June 8th. And, okay, correct me if I'm wrong here. They wanted to be back July 4th. Now, I guess they could do a 50-game season and start really in August.
I hate this whole thing.
It's almost, you can feel the
you feel it slipping away.
Well, you feel the public sentiment, too, like, just whatever, who cares? If we get hoops back and we get hockey back and we're in the playoffs, and golf comes back this week and football's on schedule to be back and all those guys can work it out, but you guys can't. You know what? You guys can take a suck pill.
Right. This is where John Q. Bubba's going to say, well, you just forget about you, baseball. Bye.
Yeah. It's incredible. And nobody, and by the way, it's not good look for Rob Manfred as a commissioner who will become public enemy number one. And I think that Tony Clark character also deserves some rancor and criticism because those are the two guys who should have said, look, I know we're not there yet. We really want to play. The bottom line is players don't really want to play for 60 games, whatever, and owners don't really want to crank things up and lose money. So in a way, while I understand both sides, what I say often is for the good of the game, for the love of the game, and I know it's a business, blah, 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 blah. It's going to be very sad that we're going to have 2019 World Champion Washington Nationals, 2020, what are we going to put? Asterisk, coronavirus, whatever, 2021, whoever. So,
does this let the Astros off the hook, by the way? I know they gave him the year's service. Does it affect, like, A.J. Hinch?
Yeah, because it should, because the players are getting a year.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So I would say yes.
So any of those
should.
Yeah. Did you read the Jeff Passan article on the numbers, the money?
Yeah, how close it is.
That's so
when you break it down.
It's like it's $346 million, okay?
Right.
For the owners to bite compared to what they were already willing to suffer.
Mm-hmm.
They make billions of dollars a year. I appreciate the fact now that the players want to. I don't think it's all about the money for the players, and I think it's all about the money for the owners. I think the players want to be fairly compensated, but I don't feel like it's all about the money.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't
be wrong.
care. I know that I'm becoming a little bit sour towards a sport and game that I love so very much, and that bothers me. But it is what it is. But my original point was, for the life of me, I can't understand why Rob Manfred didn't pick up the phone and call Tony Clark or vice versa and say, listen, we have to have a season. It's June 6th on Friday. Let's do this. Let's meet. Even if we don't have everybody involved, you and I, and let's see if we can come to some sort of compromise and go from there. And but again, there's a part of me that understands the business side of it and everybody losing money. I don't quite understand why these other sports seem to be okay playing without fans and such, but baseball can't. So
I think it's because of it's all based on how that affects how you pay players. In the NBA, with the TV deal, and the fans don't make the difference in how they pay players. Yeah. Whereas in Major League Baseball, without that 162 games of TV revenue, you don't, and fans for that matter, you don't recoup as much. That's just what I've read.
Yeah,
I'm so tired of that story. Wake me up if they play. I'm going to stand by something I started feeling about a month ago. I don't feel like the owners really want to play baseball this year.
Yeah.
They don't want to lose all that money, and they want to just, under the guise of safety, can just have a lost year.
Which leads to even a bigger question is, has it gotten to be too much in professional sports?
Well, yeah, a long time ago.
And then, there was a time in professional sports where owners owned franchises as their hobby. And they hired people to run it, and if they broke even, they were fine. They didn't want to lose money.
Thankfully there are still owners like that. There's one right downtown. Seriously,
yeah.
I mean that's the now and I don't think he would be willing just to sacrifice billions.
No.
Even though that's the kind of owner that he is, that Schott is.
By the way, Major League Baseball is scheduled to launch its 2020 draft this week. It's Wednesday. And the locally, Austin Martin has a chance to be the top pick in the draft. A kid who played at Trinity Christian growing up and went to Vanderbilt and was helped them win a College World Series. And he's a top of the order hitter. He's a shortstop, and so has a real opportunity. Perhaps now he may be one or two. He would again. Chipper went one, right?
Yeah.
First overall to the Braves. Who were going to take, what was it, Todd Van Poppel? Was that the guy?
That was one of the guys up there, yeah.
But nonetheless, Chipper ended up going number one because he was willing to work out a deal with the Braves and such. So but if you want to argue the semantics, was Chipper from Jacksonville? He played at Bowles, so if you're from where your high school is, but he lived at Bowles. His family lived down in DeLand. So, Austin Martin. Maybe the first pick of the draft, and that would be phenomenal.
Kevin Witt was a first rounder out of BK. I saw he has a son who's going to be drafted.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's at Texas, I think. I think he's coaching out in Texas. And speaking of Texas, you said golf returns this week.
Yes.
The tee sheet is out this morning.
Yes.
Rory McIlroy, John Rahm, Brooks Koepka, 1, 2, 3 in the world will play together.
You got to do that.
Yeah, that's very smart. Very smart. All right, let's break. It's a Monday Morning Quarterback Divorce. MenOnly.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hey, this is Donnie Edwards, former NFL linebacker. Just want to give a shout out to our men and women serving in our military, especially in the city of Jacksonville. And you're listening to 1010XL Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Come test drive a new Buick right now at Key Buick GMC, home of the $99 Encore lease, or receive 0% up to 72 months on most Buicks. That's 6 years at 0% interest. You can also save up to $9,250 on select Buick Envisions in stock, or $8,000 on select Buick Enclaves in stock. Key Buick GMC, where every new Buick and GMC comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit them today across the street from Tinseltown, Southside and Gate, or go to keybuickgmc.com.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. Diamonds Direct doing something totally awesome right now, and people are loving it. 5-year zero-interest financing on anything, zero money down. Yeah, after all we've been through, it's a great and much-needed program for June. So here it is, June 8th. Pick any item in Diamonds Direct Showcases. Get the amazing value price we are known for, and that is true. Make no down payment. Spread your payments out over 5 years without paying a dime in interest. That means $6,000 designer ring is yours for $100 a month, man. $3,000 eternity band is just $50 a month. This makes everything more affordable at a time when we need it most. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, bands, colored gemstones, designer fashion jewelry. You go in there, you're going to find something, man. Take the price, divide by 60, and that's your payment. You can even finance the sales tax. If your summer travel got postponed, you got a little extra money, right? Take that money and go to Diamonds Direct and get her something really nice. Maybe even upgrade her diamond. She deserves it now more than ever. Diamonds Direct, helping out when we need it most with an incredibly generous offer. DiamondsDirect.com, Center Park.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When I was born, I got lucky, a gift, if you will. My early life was really hard for many reasons, but at the time, it really didn't seem all that hard. I had a close relationship with my brothers and sister and loads of friends. Those days of desperation and poverty led me to my job today, representing the people, not the powerful. But my job is really not a job because I never considered it work. In many ways, it's more like a public service. Now, as I age, I get to look back at all the cases and all the people and all the trials. And the best part is when I get to see you all out and about. When I pray before I sleep, I thank God for the gift I received at birth, the genuine love I have for people, all people. Maybe that's why my work never seemed like work to me. When I was born, I got lucky. I got to meet all of you. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Dial pound law on your cell.
Offices, Jacksonville.
If you're a man over 45, have frequent urination, an urgent need to go, a weak flow, or waking at night to urinate, it's time to consider UroLift. This is Dr. West, urologist with McKeever Clinic. UroLift is a non-invasive outpatient procedure with minimal downtime. If you suffer from an enlarged prostate and want to avoid the sexual side effects of medication and invasive surgery, UroLift may be for you. Contact McKeever Clinic at 355-6583. That's 355-6583.
I don't know about you, but I need a haircut. I'm so glad that the Old School Barbershop is back open, ready for business, and ready for you. Walk-ins even accepted at the Old School Barbershop, although I would advise that you go ahead and make an appointment with 3 locations around town and an awesome setup. The Old School Barbershop is going to take you back in time, to a time where you could get your hair cut. So visit the Old School Barbershop right now. Go ahead and make your plans for the next few days. Clean up that shaggy mess, and I'll see you. I will see you at the Old School Barbershop.
Blue here for Streamsong Golf Resort and Spa. Play the Black Course, which Golf Week ranked as the 3rd best course in the state of Florida. I played Streamsong many times, and there's nothing like it. Golf Digest gave Streamsong the 2020 award for the best golf resort. Stay and play packages are available. Several restaurants, spa, pool, fishing, sporting clays, perfect for your golfing buddies or the whole family. Call Streamsong today at 863-428-1000 or go to streamsongresort.com.
It could get a little warm on the Roof It Right hot seat.
Would you mind not breathing fire on me?
When players and NFL experts join Jaguars today from 10 to noon on 1010XL. Roof It Right. Roof It Right so you can sleep at night.
Alameda is my name and boating is my game, but you can call me Lisa, the Boatanista. Are you looking for some fun in the sun? Ready for boating that's hassle-free? Then you can take it from me. At Freedom Boat Club, we insure and maintain as well as train. And we keep the boats clean, if you know what I mean. And if you like to fish, we can answer your wish. Just bring your bait. You'll never have to wait. Or if you're like me, you can always ski. So let's all sing Let Freedom Boat Club ring. Rub-a-dub-dub. You need to check out Freedom Boat Club.
Odds are, when you're looking for the best plumbing service, it probably sounds something like this. Okay, Google, show me Roland Reach Plumbing. That's right. Roland Reach Plumbing is a Google guaranteed service, so you can be assured of work quality, background of employees, and the right service done on time, on budget. With satisfaction Google guaranteed. So for any plumbing issue, large or small, use the Bold City's best. Roland Reach Plumbing at plumberinjax.com.
This is Dr. Chris Swanson. When your sports injuries flare up, come where athletes are treated like pros. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
This is Verlin Dormany, head coach and athletic director of Trinity Christian Academy. We're proud of our relationship with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Take it from us at Trinity Christian. When you need orthopedic care, call on Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
All right, welcome back. Bubba Wallace got a little weak knee there yesterday after the race. Went down 2 different times. I was watching, and they were interviewing him, and he was not all right, as the interviewee said.
It was scary, man. He just dozed off.
Yeah, it's maybe dehydrated, maybe.
He had some exhaustion, I think I had read. So
he was doing better last night, by all accounts. But
he joked about it on his Twitter.
Yeah,
he had like a Call of Duty joke that he got sent to the gulag, but now he's back.
Yes, Kevin Harvick won the race, and I didn't see Chase Elliott as much of a factor for the first time in about 16 races. So
Awesome, Chase.
Still top 10.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm
wasn't
just
up there
saying,
near
he
the
just
front.
seems like he's been in every race, good or bad, since.
Yeah. I think
since it
NASCAR needs.
began.
Let's include this, and I've got a couple more items with a nice little tidy edition of Shop Talk.
Shop Talk.
Brought to you by the Old School Barbershop. I was thinking this watching some of the race last night that Chase Elliott is he important, like to the future and the viability of NASCAR?
Yeah.
Where there's a void for the big name. Where's
He's
the
not-
next big name coming? We've had
Yeah.
You can go from, Richard Petty, and I'm skipping guys in between, Richard Petty to Darrell Waltrip to Rusty Wallace to Dale Earnhardt to Jeff Gordon. I mean, we've just had this procession of big polarizing stars. And Jimmy Johnson. This is going to be his last year.
Whoever it is that goes and wins, you got to win. Chase Elliott was supposed to be a big name. He's Austin Bill from Dawsonville's kid and grew up around the sport. And he started at like 19. And his first couple of years, he couldn't win a race. It's all about winning. If you win, then you're going to become a big.
Well, let me
name.
ask you this: when you say Dale Earnhardt Jr. is one of the 5 biggest names in NASCAR history?
Well, yeah, but that was a little different.
But he didn't win.
Yeah.
I mean, not.
And by the way,
winning.
okay, well let me throw this right back at you there.
Kyle
tough
Petty?
guy. No, Dale Earnhardt Jr. biggest name. Yeah, and how's the sport doing? Maybe if he had become a star who was winning, maybe it'd be
outside
different.
people would.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
He didn't win.
Felt
so
like you kind of got personal with that question. Shop Talk.
Shop Talk,
brought to you by the
personal.
Old School.
Shop Talk, taking shots.
It was the 51st win for Harvick, though, and that puts him like 11th all time.
Yeah,
So
nobody
right.
knows.
He replaced Dale Earnhardt. They missed I don't know, man. It's hard. You can't manufacture personality. You got to have both. That's what you can do it in other sports. In other sports, it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
You have team sports. There's always something else. You can be Marvin Harrison and you have a great impact. You don't have to have a personality. Be like
NASCAR's next most promising prospect emerging rapidly 6 months ago, Chandler Smith. 17-year-old Talking Rock, Georgia native. Again, if he goes and wins, you become a household name. If you don't win, then you're just another guy.
At this point, Dan, to really bring NASCAR back, it's going to take somebody like that coming out and winning 6-7 races in a row. Right. That's what it takes.
Yeah.
We need a Tiger effect. It's got to be that. I mean, LeBron.
When it's good,
effect.
the sport's on, man.
I
Fine
give
with
him
me.
credit. I know I've watched more. I had somebody I knew had a little action on the Bundesliga yesterday, and I watched Bundesliga soccer yesterday morning, and it was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
With a dog in the fight. I will say something about FS1's coverage of the soccer.
Uh-huh.
And it was interesting. The first game, they did not use enhanced sound. So you just watched the
Now they
game with
are?
the rainfall. And no, I'm saying yesterday, even the same broadcast day.
Uh-huh.
And then the second game that they showed, and the third for that matter, had the enhanced sound.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I'm not going to ask you the question, do you want enhanced sound or are you not? I'm just going to tell you, that's not an easy job. Like
the audio guy?
There's got to be a guy there running the board, and maybe he has like a whole, array of different sounds for different
Probably got
moments.
about 10 on the board there.
But you
and
got to kind
up,
of
down,
build
up,
them
down.
up.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a number. It's like there's a crowd there.
Yeah.
That's how it wasn't just kind of haphazard. It
By the
was.
way, NASCAR did a nice job, too, before the race. And if you missed it, little guy from Jacksonville sang the anthem. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
12 years old. Did a fantastic job. So, I don't know if you can get a clip of that, but maybe we can hear this kid. He was a tremendous singer. Even, listen, NASCAR is the most, white sport out there? Is that fair to say? I mean,
it's
there's
more
one African-American driver, Bubba Wallace, at the highest level.
I don't have the break. I don't know if hockey wouldn't, by the numbers match.
Yeah.
But there's an implication that goes along with NASCAR's Southern roots and all that.
But they did a nice job yesterday pre-race, and they also did a video where all the drivers, and I think that was Jimmy Johnson who spearheaded it. NASCAR
I think it was
didn't
Dale.
spearhead
Actually,
it.
I think it was Junior.
I think it was Jimmy. Well, agree to disagree, friend. Maybe it was Dale, maybe it was Jimmy, but it was somebody. It wasn't NASCAR.
Kind of watched Sports Center with an interview with Dale, and he was claiming it, so he's a liar. We've got shot talk. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s a liar.
Yeah.
No, I think Jimmy was the first to post it, but maybe it was his deal, and I misheard what was going on there this morning. The Jags made history.
Neither would back down.
The Jags made history on Friday. Unfortunately, the history books weren't there to record it. But the Jaguars became
the first pro sports team to hold an organized protest.
Okay.
They marched from TIA
Yes, they
Bakefield to
did.
JSO. I thought it was classy what they did. I thought what was said was impactful. I thought it was timely. I thought the spirit of togetherness for that football team, at least on that afternoon. Now, granted, you're picking and choosing who your togetherness is, so, whether there's just this broad consensus throughout the entire organization, who knows? But others have followed suit, and you probably have, heard about them because they have been publicized, the Broncos and the Falcons and some others. So,
Johnson explained that he took an active role in organizing the driver's message. I was involved in helping put it together, and I was really proud of the drivers who got involved. Honestly, proud of NASCAR and what they did, but it's been a personal journey on a much deeper level this week for me to listen and learn. A lot of drivers started talking, led by Bubba. Really have to give him a ton of credit. Ty Dillon as well. The accountability those two really put on the garage area, put on me, not directly on me, but I could see it made a difference, and I think that resonated with a lot of people. So there you have it. That's from Jimmy. Do you have a Dale response? I did it.
I might look. It up.
No, that was me. I did it. Continue. I'm sorry.
Shop talk.
Rashae
Caldwell, former Gator, was murdered over the weekend in Tampa, shot and killed, just 41 years old. So, obviously, just awful news. It was kind of a death weekend in the sports world. We lost Ken Riley.
Yeah.
The former Florida A&M head coach and fifth all-time in NFL interceptions. And not a huge name, but John Zook, who was an Atlanta Falcon.
I remember John Zook.
Age of 72. He
No
played
relation
opposite
to
Ron
Ron
Humphrey.
Zook?
Yeah, no, we don't think.
No. Beef, we made it through. There was some serious concern that we wouldn't be here Monday. Asteroid skirted by the Earth, and with 2020, I thought sure as hell it would take a right turn and plow into the Atlantic Ocean or something and cause tidal flooding and such. But good news, the asteroid went around us, and we don't have to worry again until 2024, I'm told. So, wonderful news there.
We did it.
The legend of Harry lives on. As Josh Scobie alluded to, by the way. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh, for
Yes.
again.
Also for
We were
Josh
not able
Scobie
to raise
speaks
the
it.
profile of Bib Lettuce, but we have kept the memory of Harry Stamper alive.
Yeah, that bib lettuce, man.
You missed that one, Jeff. It was a great bit on Friday.
Yeah.
I'm sad I missed that. Did you play it while Uncle Leo was playing?
Uncle Leo also played on Friday. You're darn right he
Hurtful.
did.
Could be a good spokesman for Bib Lettuce.
Shop talk. We got to wrap it up. It's heading into the 9 o'clock nasty.
Yeah, I should have.
Here's one dirty one.
I should have just not. I guess the headline threw me off when it said Dale Jr. releases video about fighting racism and inequality. Oops.
Yeah.
Shop Talk is brought to you by the Old School Barbershop. Oh, Old School is cool, and what an awesome haircut I got recently. You all need one out there. I'm looking across the desk. I might just wrap this one over the back of the head, throw him in my trunk, and take him out to the Julington Creek Old School Barbershop and make them cut his hair, and then he'll be on his own to get home. So they
Let
got
it flow!
3 locations around town. Book your listen, I also learned this. How much time I've spent in my life riding around to haircut places, only it's too crowded, so I go home. It's a fascinating, I guess, development in the whole industry. You can apparently make an appointment. Yeah. And then you show up at like 10:45 and you actually go right into the chair. It was amazing. It's the Old School Barbershop, and that's Shop Talk. We're back with the final hour of the Monday Morning Quarterback. DivorceMenOnly.com. The Edge Group wants to buy your house right now. If you need to sell your house, then what do? We call the Edge Group, where we get a cash offer and close in as